a very special welcome to all of you to TNO's 37th Annual General Meeting. The Annual General Meeting is an opportunity for TNO to share with its members and its community some of its successes and to inform you about some of TNO's plans and highlights. And now I invite Shalina Shivji, the Chair of the Board, to lead the business portion of the AGM.
Thank you, Misha and Jason. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. On behalf of the TNO team, I would like to take this opportunity to extend our gratitude and appreciation for your presence and active participation in the 37th Annual General Meeting of the Neighborhood Organization. To our new friends and friends who have been with us for many years, we are grateful for your support and value the trust you have put in the work of TNO. We look forward to a future of all of us continuing to work together to serve our communities in the best possible ways that we can. Here today with us, we have many leaders and funders that help shape the work TNO does. I will namely recognize a few, but I also want to acknowledge that we have many, many more partners and supporters who are here with us in person as well as on the Zoom. So we have here with us today Anna Greenberg. She's a Chief Regional Officer, Toronto and East Ontario Health Team. Dr. Andrew Buzari, Executive Director, Health and Social Policy, University Health Network. A very dear friend who's been a friend for many years, Sarah Downey, President and CEO of Michael Garron Hospital. MP Rob Oliphant, Don Valley West. Councillor Jay Robinson, she's on Zoom, Ward 50. Deputy Mayor Denzel Minan Wong, he's on Zoom, Don Valley East. Trustee Rachel Charnoy, she's also sent us a message. She could not be here with us. Trustee Trixie Doyle, she's on Zoom. MPP Stephanie Bowman, welcome. Teresa Coutinho, Manager Community Investment, United Way, Greater Toronto. Nuri Regilas, who is on Zoom, Consultant, Early Childhood and Family Center, Toronto Children's Services, City of Toronto. Marjorie Hiley, our Executive Director at Flemington Community Legal Services. And Stephen Wilson, Supervisor, Client Services, Access to Housing, Housing Stability Services, City of Toronto. And I have a list of all of other partners that are here. So I'm going to, because today we are going to spend a lot of time recognizing our frontline who did amazing work during the pandemic. I'm going to not name the rest of you here, but thank you so much. And we look forward for you to work with us and continue to support the work that we do so that we can serve the communities. I also want to acknowledge a person who is not here today, but she has spent many years supporting the work of TNO and supporting the communities, that we serve collectively. And that's our past MPP, Kathleen Wynne. And, I want to thank her for all the support that she has provided to TNO over the years. And we are grateful for her support and the work that we have been able to do through her support. So thank you, Kathleen. So, on behalf of the Board of Directors, may I request actually for those of you who are here to please stand up, the current Board of Directors. Yeah. Thank you. And that's the Board of Directors that are here. And the other are on the Zoom. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I would now like to call to order the 37th Annual General Meeting. Okay, so I will be the chair of the meeting, and Natasha Bikowa will be the secretary. Natasha, kindly please confirm that we have a quorum of members present and that the notice of the meeting was duly given to the members. Thank you. In your package, you will find the agenda, minutes of June 28th, 2021 Annual General Meeting, slate of directors, biographies of the board members, and the annual report 2021-2022. Yeah? Does any member have a change or addition to the agenda? We are good? Okay. If not, I will like to ask for a motion to adopt the agenda and a seconder. Shabazz and a seconder. Jerry? Anyone opposed? I see all in favor. Okay, so motion carried. I'll move on to approval of the minutes of the June 28, 2021 Annual General Meeting. In your package, you have a copy of the last year's Annual General Meeting minutes. Please take a couple of minutes and go through them. Okay, if we are good to proceed, may I have a motion to adopt the minutes and a seconder? Sure. Shirley? Yeah. And Atif? As a seconder? Natasha Kopi? Okay. All in favor? Yeah. Any oppositions? We are good? Okay, thank you for that. Motion carried. I'll move on to invite Shabazz Sopariwala, our treasurer, to introduce our auditors. Shabazz? Shabazz, I'm leaving my notes here. Please don't sneak them out.
Now? Okay, sorry. So my name is Shaba Supariwala. I'm going to take you through the financial update for today's session. Before I introduce the auditors, I have a couple of things to note. The first one is there will be two motions that will be carried after the update from our treasurer. The second one is just an acknowledgement to the finance committee and finance team here at TNO, specifically Bala and his team. I've been here 8 years and I have never seen a person work so well and so tirelessly for TNO. So thank you, Bala. And he can never go wrong on numbers. So that's Bala for you. The second thing I wanted to acknowledge is the work TNO has done on our last year is very well reflected in our financials. You will be going through them in a second. It also shows how TNO came together last year, which was an instrumental year to help the community. And it also goes on to say how steadfast our funders and our partners have been in the last 1 year. And I want to acknowledge and thank everybody who has been part of this phenomenal year. Thank you. And with that, I would like to introduce our auditors. Glenn Horn, he's on Zoom. He's a senior partner at BDO Canada, and he will walk us through the update. Glenn, over to you.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Shabazz. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for having me here tonight. I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person. What I'd like to do is first just provide some highlights over the audited financial statements. The financial statements were approved by the board of directors at their meeting on June 20th. As TNO's auditor, we provide an audit opinion on the financial statements after conducting our audit. Again, this year, we've had a clean audit opinion, which states that the financial statements present fairly in all material specs in accordance with the Canadian accounting standards for not-for-profits. From a financial position perspective, the organization is sitting in a strong financial position with 81% of its assets sitting in cash and investment. As well, it maintains net assets, including restricted fund and general fund of 2.6 million, or about 20% of annual expenditures. From an operational perspective, the organization had a strong operational year with $14 million of total revenue, representing about a 14.5% increase over prior year. This was due to an increase in federal, provincial, and city funding during the year. As a result, there was an similar increase in expenses. These were primarily due to salaries and benefits, due to the increase in headcount, and program expenses with expanded programming. This resulted in a surplus of $373,000, about a 10% increase over prior year. And that's an overall summary of the financial statements for the year. Thank you, Shabazz, and back to you.
Thank you, Glenn. As you heard from him, with that, I wanted to make a motion on receipt of audited financial statements for the year ended March 31, 2022. I want to see any seconders here from the board members. Jerry, thank you. All in favor? Anyone opposed? None. The motion is carried. The second motion I have is appointment of BDO Canada LLP as the auditors of TNO for the fiscal year ending March 31, 2023. Seconder, Atif, all in favor? Anyone opposed? None. That's second motion carried, and that's it from me. I'll pass it back to Shalina.
Thank you, Shabazz. We'll move on to having our governance chair, Nazir, and he will present the proposed slate of board members. Nazir.
Okay, great. Since I'll be reading, it's just more convenient not to hold it in my hand as well. Thank you. I'm Nazir Villani, head of governance on the board. I'm going to present the proposed slate of board members. The names and biographies of the proposed board members are in your package. I will present the names of the two nominated members who are new members to the board. They are Chetan Malik. Chetan couldn't be here himself for extraordinary reasons. But he is with us on Zoom. And Adil Mir. Adil is here. So I'm just going to read their brief bio. Chetan Malik is a commercial leader with 20 years of experience at Janssen, the pharmaceutical companies of Johnson & Johnson. With an education background in management, law, and finance, he has held multiple roles within Janssen, within commercial and enterprise strategy, always with a focus of changing the trajectory of human health. Aligned to the mission of his organization, he has collaborated with hospitals and community healthcare professionals on multiple initiatives in support of improving patient outcomes throughout his career. In his current role as Director Operations of the Patient Support Program at Jensen, he has the opportunity to have a much closer view and impact on the patients they serve. As a passionate advocate for diverse talent, Chetan has volunteered his time and experience at Toronto Regional Immigrant Employment Council and various women leadership initiatives within Jensen. The next individual, Adele Mayer, is currently president of the Lincoln Electric Company of Canada, which has been in Leaside since the 1930s, providing welding wire and welding machines to many industries in Canada and across the globe. Adele's education background consists of a mechanical engineering degree from Ryerson University and has worked with Magna Powertrain as a manufacturing engineer. He is certified as a black belt in Six Sigma. That's different from the other black belt. So, not to be scared of him. He is the son of parents from who immigrated from Pakistan and East Africa. Adele has been involved in many community groups in Toronto and is currently working with Hunger Van, a not-for-profit group in Toronto. Adele's goal is to work with the community to empower youth, to create career opportunities, and to provide membership to our next generation of leaders. Thank you. The other 3 board members are renewing their term. They are Ashraf Rajani. I'll just give a brief bio on her as well. Ashraf is working as a registered nurse in Scarborough General Hospital. She graduated from the Aga Khan University School of Nursing, Karachi, Pakistan in 2003, received the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Ashraf immigrated to Canada in 2015 with her family, and with her initial struggle, she has been successful to obtain the nursing license as a registered nurse in Canada. Since that time of her preliminary struggle as an immigrant, Ashraf decided that she would assist people in the community to the best of her knowledge to achieve their goals successfully. Within her current role, she uses her integration, collaboration, teamwork, critical thinking, analytic incorporation, decision-making, planning, implementation, and evaluation to achieve a mutual goal. Living in the Flemington community with diverse cultures, ethnicity, rich values, and norms, she would like to engage in the community, work with the full enthusiasm to promote excellence in the community. She is excited and passionate to be part of the diverse neighborhood. Next member is Shirley Roberts. Shirley is here present as well. Shirley brings several years of leadership experience in women's health, mental health, and primary health care. She participated in the development of Women's Health Center at St. Joseph's Hospital and new primary health care services at Sherburne Health, with a particular focus on community mental health. At Sherburne Health, Shirley collaborated with a broad range of community stakeholders to develop the St. Jamestown Community Corner, known as The Corner, a hub of community-led health, social science, and neighborhood programs. Before retirement, Shirley was interim executive director at Parkdale Community Health Center. You don't look old enough to be retired, where she worked with Queen West Community Healthcare to complete a successful integration of the two organizations. Her career has spanned a variety of roles, including administration, nursing, education, community development, psychotherapy, and clinical supervision. Focus of Shirley's career has been on working with residents, staff, and communities to build on already existing strengths to find solutions to complex problems. She believes in a collaborative approach that emphasizes the richness of diversity and the opportunities brought by inclusion. The last member I will introduce is Kazi Aditi Zahir. She's here as well. Aditi lives in Thorncliffe Park, and she has been involved with many youth initiatives at TNO. Aditi is currently working at Ontario Public Health at the Ministry of Attorney General as a case management officer. She graduated at the University of Toronto with the Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience. Aditi graduated from Mark Garneau Collegiate Institute. Whilst studying at Mark Garneau, she was a peer leader for the Newcomer Orientation Week, which is a newcomer school program by TNO. Aditi is passionate about the community, and she has received the Garneau Gold for Excellence in Community Involvement in 2012. Please give them a hand. Next, I just want to ask if there are any other nominees from the floor. Okay, seeing none, I will make a motion to approve the 5 board members for 2 years, term ending 2024. Do I have a seconder? Okay, thank you, Nick. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, motion passed. Thank you.
Thank you, Nazir. Congratulations to the new board members and welcome aboard. We have a lot of work ahead of us, and we can collectively make great impact in the communities that we will be serving. Yes. Certainly, yes, we did that earlier, but please, Board of Directors, please stand up, the Board of Directors. The community would like to see it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so now this is a time to say thank you. My agenda says farewell, but I don't believe in farewells because I think, we can always collectively continue to do some work together. So we have 2 board members that are retiring from TNO as board members. One of them is John Gale, and he's online, and he has completed 1 2-year term. With his family responsibilities, he's chosen to not continue to run for the 2nd term. So we want to thank John for all the work that you have done and supported us during this very tough times. They were unprecedented times, and your leadership was much and is much valued. And we hope that when you settle those responsibilities at home and you have come to adjust to the new family member, you will come back and support the work that TNO is doing in the communities that it's serving, not only here in Thorncliffe Park, but all the other communities as well. So thank you, John. And we have a goodie basket. Natasha will make sure that it gets to you.
Yeah, my apologies I couldn't be there this evening. I'd love to see all of you guys. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure being part of TNO, and I do hope to return very shortly in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And then all of us heard here Shabazz. He spoke about the 8 years. The maximum term that we have under our current bylaws is four terms, 4 2-year terms. And Shabazz has just completed that. So, his terms have ended and he has been doing amazing work. And actually, you got to see some of the work that he has been leading on behalf of TNO. So, Shabazz, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for all that you have done. And we hope that you can continue to support us in the ways that you can. We have a little goodie basket for you. Thank you. Thank you. All the best to you in your future endeavors. Thank you, Shabazz. You want to say some words? Sure. Thank you.
Just want to thank Ahmed and his team and also the board members here for the amazing journey for the last 8 years. I think I might be the only board member who's around this long at this point in time. So I'm really glad to be here. The years actually went by quite fast, which shows how busy this organization has been. And it has been a great learning experience for me. I did learn a lot from all of you, and I enjoyed working for this community and every community we serve. So I wanted to thank everybody here for the opportunity, but also I can only see bigger and better things happening for TNO. It has been a transformational journey. We're going to build a hub here, and I'm so looking forward to it. And I think this is just the beginning, and I'm sure Ahmed has bigger and ambitious plans beyond this. So all the best to TNO, and I look forward to working with you going forward. So thank you.
Thank you. Now, I hope I'm not double dipping. I'm good? All right. Yes. Say it to the rescue. Thank you. Okay. I think, Shabazz acknowledged Ahmed quite a bit, and we haven't said, I think it's time we did a hip hip hooray for Ahmed for all the work that he's done for TNO. Go Team Ahmed. Thank you all. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to ask anyone if there's any questions for Ahmed or myself. Yeah? Any questions on Zoom, team? No, we're good? Okay, then I'm going to complete the business part of the AGM, and so it is now adjourned. Oh, is this the disco music from you? I do love dancing. So the business part of the AGM is now adjourned, and we will move to the next agenda items. So I will invite our fabulous MCs, Misha and Jason, to continue with the agenda.